From Baldwin Creek Elementary, this is the Bobcat News, with your anchors, Kennedy Bernard and Addison Rounds. Where every Bobcat matters every day.
Welcome, Bobcats.
Welcome. The order for this week is, when does Christmas come before Thanksgiving?
You may have noticed that we have some student teachers in our school. Erica is going to interview Mrs. Stewart, who has been working with Mrs. Hitchcock. And Jacob is going to interview Mr. Tucker, who has been with Mrs. Park.
Hi, I'm here with Miss Stewart. Miss Stewart, how do you think student teaching will help you become a good teacher?
I'm learning a lot about how to manage a classroom and how to prepare lessons and just how to get to know the kids better and to get to know their needs. And that's the kind of teacher I want to be, is the kind of teacher that connects with kids and how to get to know them and their learning styles and different ways to talk to them.
Do you enjoy your time here in Baldwin Creek?
I do. I enjoy it a lot. I'm going to miss it when I leave.
Is there anything would you want to add?
Just that you guys have a great school. I love the community that you have here, and it's something that I'll keep with me and that I want to learn for my own classroom.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Jacob, and I'm here with Mr. Tucker, one of our student teachers. What have you learned from this student teaching?
Well, I've learned a lot about working with 5th grade, and particularly you and the other people in Miss Park's class, and there's been a lot of lessons about what it's like to actually work in a school as opposed to just go to school to be a teacher, so it's been a great experience so far.
How will this help you get a job as a teacher?
So to get your certificate that says that you're allowed to be a teacher, most places, including Wyoming, like you to complete some time as a student teacher. So the University of Wyoming, where I go to school, sent me here so that by the time I'm done with school, I am ready to get that certificate.
Okay. Thank you.
This week was Random Acts of Kindness Week. Olivia has some information about kindness and how we can show others that we care.
Hey Bobcats, so this week is Random Acts of Kindness Week. There's this board in the hallway and it's the Random Acts of Kindness Ideas board. So what you do is you take one out of an envelope, leave a letter in a library book. And then you can take it and do it, and basically you get to keep it. If you don't like yours, of course you can put it back and then get another one, but yes. But one thing to remember when you're doing Random Acts of Kindness is that people don't need to know who did it. They don't need to know that you did it. It's random for a reason. It's supposed to be a random person and just a random person receiving it.
Let's see what sports are kicking off next week with Braden in Georgia.
What's up, Bobcats? I'm Georgia.
And I'm Braden.
Special Olympics occurred the 5th, 6th, and 7th of February in Jackson. The kids who competed from our school were Levi Goins, Henry Nyhughes, Damascus Shockley, and Jonah Stanberry. They each got a gold medal in at least one event. The events were downhill skiing and snowshoeing. Congratulations to those four.
The Lander Tiger Sharks brought home the traveling trophy by winning the entire meet. The swimmers that competed are Jacob Rudd, Katie Anderson, Caleb Hamilton, Betsy Brown, Britt Richards, Mackenzie Fixture, Rowan Concannon, Paisley Roseberry, and Sierra Hampton.
The girls' traveling basketball team also was in Cody last weekend. They played hard and it was a great learning experience. They have 2 games today after school in Thermopolis.
The boys' traveling basketball season just came to an end.
Blazing Bobcats mileage reward is climbing. You need your miles in by March 13th. The award will be on March 20th. You will need 7 miles.
Now for the sports joke.
What do you call a pig who plays basketball?
What?
A ball hog.
Bye, Bobcats.
Katie found an appropriate location to report the weather for next week. Hi Bobcats, this week's weather looks pretty chilly. On Monday, February 18th, there's PM showers with a high of 17 degrees and a low of 1 degree. There's a 40% chance of snow. Next, on Tuesday, February 19th, it is partly cloudy with a high of 17 degrees and a low of 0 degrees with no chance of precipitation. On Wednesday, February 20th, it looks sunny with a high of 19 degrees and a low of 1 degree. There is also no chance of precipitation. Coming to Thursday, February 21st, it is mostly cloudy. The high is 21 degrees and the low is 6 degrees. Finally, on Friday, February 22nd, it is partly cloudy with a high of 23 degrees and a low of 6 degrees. Remember, Bobcats, the weather is still cold, so make sure to bundle up when you're outside. Bye, Bobcats. See you next week.
The third quarter will end in 2 weeks, and there are not many students who have met their AR goals. We have had some interesting conversations about reading and reaching our goals.
Over the next few weeks, we will be conducting an investigation report on reading. Grace, Shanti, and Kaylin will start this week by talking with students about reading.
What motivates you to read? Just good books that I can read good and fast. And I like that we can read for points and that we can do something fun if we have a goal.
What motivates you to read? I like reading really good books.
What motivates you to read?
What motivates me to read is I just really love it because when you read you get like stuck in the book and it's not like watching a movie because you're not watching a screen, you're reading words.
What challenges do you face when reading?
I really do. I get like it's really hard to like understand a word, but when I read a word and if I don't understand it, I'll just try to I'll like read it, keep reading it like a couple of times, and then read other parts of the book, and then it will probably give me know what it is. Thanks.
What motivates you to read? I just really like reading, so I read a lot.
Okay. What challenges do you face when you're reading?
My AR accuracy.
What motivates you to read?
Just getting AR points, and I just like reading because it gives me something to do.
Okay. What challenges do you face when reading?
Sometimes I don't understand certain words, and sometimes I ask what they mean, and then I can figure them out.
Okay, thanks.
You're welcome.
What motivates you to read?
I think just finding new books and finding new ideas for me to think about.
Okay. What challenges do you face when you're reading?
Not getting distracted and like with difficult words that I don't know.
Thank you.
What motivates you to read?
Well, I guess just the AR points, and I really like it, I guess.
Yeah, okay. What challenges do you face when reading?
I don't know. I guess finding a book is really hard for me because I don't know if I'll really like it, really, because I might start a book and then not get into it, and then not be able to finish it because I'm not really that into it.
Thanks.
If you need to do some reading, the news team has some book suggestions for you.
Hi, I'm Katie, and I'm recommending the book Hattie Big Sky. It's about this girl who moves to Montana, and she has to prove up on her uncle's claim. So she has to put fences up and plant crops by the end of the year, and she has a little time to do it. So it's a challenge for her. So it's a really interesting book.
Hi, I'm Sawyer, and I'm recommending Artemis Fowl. It's a book about a 12-year-old boy, Artemis, who's really smart, and he's a villain. It's a really good book by Ian Colfer.
I'm here with a book recommendation, and the book I'm recommending is No Summit Out of Sight. It's about this kid named Jordan, and he is climbing the 7 summits. There's actually 8. and he climbs them all with his dad and stepmom. But he runs into things like avalanches, frostbite, hypothermia, and acute mountain sickness, and the dangers on the mountains. You'll have to read to find out what the dangers are.
Hi, I'm Braden. I'm recommending Dog Song. It's by Gary Paulson, and it's about a boy named Russell, and he goes on a dog race across Alaska, and it shows all of his challenges and his courage to overcome his challenges, and this is why I'm recommending this book.
Hi, I'm Georgia, and I'm recommending the book The One and Only Ivan. I'm going to read the summary. Ivan is an easygoing gorilla living at the Exit 8 Big Top Mall and Video Arcade. He has grown used to the humans watching him through the glass walls on his domain. He rarely misses his life in the jungle. In fact, he hardly ever thinks about it at all. Instead, Ivan thinks about TV shows he's seen and about his friend Stella, an elderly elephant, and Bob, a stray dog. But mostly, Ivan thinks about art and how to capture the taste of mango or the sound of leaves with the color in a well-placed line. Then he meets Ruby, a baby elephant taken from her family, and she makes Ivan see their home and his own art through new eyes. When Ruby arrives, changes come with her, and it's up to Ivan to make it a change for the better. I really recommend this book.
Hi, I'm Jacob, and I recommend Island of the Blue Dolphins by Scott Odell. I recommend it because it's about a girl who gets trapped on the island with her brother, and her brother dies by wild dogs, and then she kills a lot of the wild dogs, and she does not kill the leader, but she helps the leader, and the leader becomes a pet dog for her.
Now for this week's reminders. There is no school for students on Monday, February 18th. Enjoy your 3-day weekend.
Chess Club will meet on Tuesday right after school in the library. Remind your parents that Chess Club ends at 4.
There is an award assembly on Wednesday, February 20th to recognize the students who sold the most chocolate.
There is a student council meeting on Thursday, February 21st, right after school. If you are a student council member, make sure you are there.
Bingo for books will be coming up. We will have more details for you next week.
Keep reading to reach those AR goals, and keep walking to earn those blazing Bobcat miles. Did anyone figure out that riddle? It was, when does Christmas come before Thanksgiving? I'll give you a little time to think about it. Do you have an answer, Kennedy?
No, I don't.
Okay, the answer is in a dictionary. Sayonara, Bobcats.
Adios, Bobcats. See you next week on the Bobcat News.
You've got to try a little kindness, show a little kindness.